Hi friends, it's Quinn with PTSD Well Black. Um, Long time no vlog, so thought it'd be a good idea to vlog. I think the last video I made, I was dealing with my friend's passing, and yesterday marked a month since her death and the birth of her son. Um, and it's taken some time for me to kind of heal from this. And I was just at my EMDR therapy today when I realized um, grief is a funny, funky machine. Um, but at least today, I don't feel like I'm in denial or anger or bargaining with God. Um, I feel much more towards the depression acceptance end of things right now. Like, oh my God. Plus, grief with PMS, woo! Totally fun. Totally fun. I recommend it for anyone who likes torture. Um, this week has just been a real roller coaster. I was telling my therapist today that I had been numbing myself for the past couple of weeks. Like, I haven't been making any videos, I haven't been on Facebook. I've just been like playing Sims because that's where I play God. Um, it was kind of interesting that I had been very angry with God. I'm like, how can this be where I'm just rebuilding this relationship with my connection to the universe and all that is, that we're getting to know each other, and then you kill my friend. It's like just farting in my face, like, whoops, but you're God, so that's kind of your thing to do. But that I had been angry with God this entire time, and not really allowing myself to process my feelings and to allow myself to feel, period. And I was playing Sims and having families in the game, and I made everybody in the town pregnant because I don't have progression mode on my game, and so I have to manually go to each household and get people pregnant. And that's what I did. I had people get pregnant, and have I was having perfect little families, helping people achieve their dreams in my game, and getting their college degrees, getting married. I was like having a life in this game, having lives created. But I wasn't really being present in the world around me, in my life, and even in my own body, and what I was feeling in my body. Um, and it wasn't until like the game crashed, because I was playing like hours on end. It was like wake up, start playing, go to bed, still playing, kind of thing. Um, and like the game crashed, and I remember like when it finally crashed and I accepted that, okay, this isn't going to load right now, I just started wailing. I was just crying because there's like all these feelings that I wasn't allowing myself to feel or express just flooded forward. um and I really was able to recognize that my friend's not coming back. And I had seen pictures of her son, and he's a cute baby, very small. Um, and I was just having to accept that her death was real and that I couldn't be there for the funeral because we live in Fresno, and my car is having issues. So there's no way in hell I'd be able to even get there, plus drive there, let alone um, right now. So, I did watch the videos of the funeral, and they were beautiful. It was a beautiful celebration of life, and there was so much singing, which was a huge part of who she was. And what was really interesting is like once this game crashed, and I had to feel all the feelings and just force myself to look at this and accept that she's not here, and go back and look at pictures of her and stuff. Um, I was able to get in touch with my feelings with God, with being angry that my friend isn't here. And what I did, because with my chronic pain recovery and my couple support group, um, one of the things is like mastering one's resentments, and part of that is like if there's someone that you resent, you think of them as you would a sick friend, show them the same love and compassion as you would a sick friend, and you wish for them all of the good things that you wish for yourself. And so I recognize that, like, in this moment, I had to do this with God. I had to wish for God all the good things that I wish for myself. Um, and it was an interesting process of, wishing for all the understanding, compassion, patience, love, connection that I was wanting, and wishing that God give that to herself. So it was really interesting. And I remember my dream the night after I did that was one of, I don't know, it was like blue. It was the dream being summed up as the color of lapis. Um, just that color, that blue and gold color, just being the dominant theme in the dream. But I remember at one point I was singing with a choir of people. I don't know if it was a church, I don't know if it was a singing group, but I was singing with a choir of many, many people. And I didn't know the words to the song, but I knew the melody. And my voice was just able to be my voice. I wasn't afraid to do runs or trills, um, just holding out a word, but letting the most beautiful sound come out of my voice. And though some people around me were just afraid to deviate from the script or from the words just the way they were, I allowed myself to hold it out and to sing with the fullness of the joy of who I am. And I'm crying because Jocelyn was a singer. And I feel this dream was just a form of acceptance. That instead of staying in my grief, that I was able to be fully who I am and to allow her to be fully who she is. Even in this transition, it was like I was setting her free. Or it was like the resounding response that she was free. And to not be afraid to sing and be exactly who I am, as I am, but to make the best use of my instrument. And for me, I guess, when I think of my instrument is my life, to make the best use of my life. And there may be people around me who are afraid to live their lives. There may be people who stay in a little box. And I was feeling like this last week that I was really staying in this little box of who I must be, of how I must present. And I wasn't happy, but this dream was just like sing and be fully you. And for me, with this grieving process, is to be fully me even while grieving. Um, that to fully express, all of who I am, and um, to not limit, though I may feel the full range of my feelings, and that may include sorrow. It can include joy and compassion and love and connection and respect and anger and hurt, but to feel it all and to just be me and to make the most beautiful sound that I possibly can while I am here doing that expression. At least that's what that dream um symbolized to me. So I think it was beautiful because, like, stuff started just unfolding after that dream. After even making that peace, um stuff started unfolding with me Um, Going back to physical therapy, I'm doing that again. And I'm able to appreciate how strong my body is, even though it hurts a lot of times. That I can appreciate the strength that's within my body, and to also not play small here and to just be fully here. But God, I feel like the summary of this experience has been to not take this life for granted, because we don't know how long we got, and we got to be I don't know how long I've got, and I have to sing as fully, as richly, and as best as I possibly can, and be present and not to diminish myself. um that's what I really got from this, and it feels like this week feels a lot lighter. It feels a lot more productive. The like, I don't know, I can just say for the past few months it's felt like there's been this cloud of depression or sorrow and fear and guilt and shame, and this week it's just been like, okay, I can just I can just move forward and be. Yeah, so I'm grateful that I'm getting to have this experience right now. All right. So till next time. Peace.